Hi, the purpose of this demo is to walk you through a little Excel tool that models out break-even and payback for going to grad school. Now, the specific framework I've used is the IMC program at Medill. But the underlying thing I'm trying to demonstrate is how Excel can also be used to help you model out assumptions. We certainly live in an age of uncertainty, but what brackets can we put around it so we'll have a sense of how to approach it? And finally, what I'd like to demonstrate is that grad school costs a lot. It's a significant investment. Play hard, get your money's worth out of it. Now, in this particular case, you'll see that we have a two-tab spreadsheet going through the costs of grad school, some assumptions about outcomes, what your goals are, graphic analysis, and on the second sheet is where all the heavy lifting gets done, but for purposes of drama, let's focus on page 1. So our costs. Well, we have tuition, we have our monthly living costs, we have the foregone income. How much money could we have been making outside had we not come here at all? Our friends in finance call it opportunity cost. And let's play that out. Let's play it within the framework of the IMC program. Well, there are 5 semesters, and by the way, just like many of the other tools, I put the assumptions in yellow. You can play with them up and down and see what happens. So we have 5 semesters, and I think the quarterly tuition is around $13,500. Not as familiar with it as I should be. I'm trying to make it worth $1 million. For 15 months, we have living costs. Can you live on $2,000 a month in Evanston? Let's make it $2,500, and that still probably puts you on a futon eating a lot of ramen noodles and without a car. What would you have been making if you were on the outside? Well, first of all, and this is, in this case, this is fractions of a year. Let's say it's a year and a quarter. Let's say we would have been making $42,000 on the outside. So overall, at this point, we are in hard cost, soft cost for $157,000. This costs money. In fact, over 15 months, we're at $10,000 a month. Now, is it worth it? Well, let's think about it. We get out, we get a new gig. What's the salary bump that we're getting? We're going from 42 up. Let's say we're going up from 42 up $20,000 for starters. So we're going up to $62,000. And I'm happy to say that in many cases people are going up higher than that. We also have some time before and after the program where we're getting connected. Clearly we want to do whatever we can to get you connected as rapidly as possible out of the program, but let's put in 3 months there. What would the slope of your career have been had you not been here in the first place? What would your organic growth in salary have been? Well, let's say you're smart, you work hard, you keep your eyes open, and you train yourself. These days, a lot of organizations, if you're getting a 3% bump, you're doing pretty well. Now, in reality, of course, your salary doesn't progress on a smooth slope. It's much more discontinuous. It's a step function, but I'm just trying to model this out as simply as I can. And let's assume above and beyond that, of course, one of the things that school is supposed to do for you is increase the slope of your career above and beyond the slope that you would have had you not come here. So let's put another 3% on that. Now, by the way, this is pretty aggressive. This means you're growing at 6% a year. And finally, nobody comes to school to break even. Above and beyond the $157,000 that you put in, what's your payback goal? Well, as hard as I see you people working, if your ROI objective is less than 20%, I think you're underselling yourself. Well, based on all that, your total payback goal is in fact $189,000, and you're breaking even in year 10. What can you do to accelerate that? Well, make more money, Of course, as soon as you get out of the program, knock down your living costs while you're here. Doesn't make that much of a difference. And accelerate the time you have, getting out of the program and connecting with somebody else. Sometimes you can control that, sometimes you can't. Now, as always, if you'd like a copy of this tool, just send me an email at jimcarey@northwestern.edu, and I'll be happy to send it back to you. I hope this has been helpful, first of all, to give you a sense of, boy, grad school is a serious investment. And there is no point doing it if you're not going to play hard. There is no point doing it if you're going to sit in the last row doing Facebook. Get it, get your head into the game, and get your money's worth out of it. And I wish you good luck on the journey. And until then, take care.